Hello everyone. So today we will discuss the cross product of two vectors, or it's also called the vector product. The cross product of two vectors, A vector and B vector, is another vector C vector whose magnitude is equal to the product of the magnitudes of the two vectors and sine of the angle between them. So we can say that if we have two vectors, A vector and B vector, the cross product of these two vectors is another vector. So here we can say the cross product of two vectors is again a vector. So we again get a vector C vector whose magnitude is equal to the product of the magnitudes of A vector and B vector, and whose direction is given by the C cap. So here we can represent, it is represented as A cross B, and A cross B is the another vector C vector whose magnitude is equal to the product of A and B into the sine of the angle between them, and who, as you know, it's a vector. The cross product of two vectors is again a vector. That it means that it must have some direction. So C cap, we can say C cap is a unit vector which represents the direction. So where C cap is a unit vector in the direction of the C vector, the direction of the C vector is perpendicular to the plane containing A vector and B vector. Thus we can say, if for example in a plane A vector is like this and B vector is something like this, it's the A vector and this is the B vector, then the another vector if we'll find the A cross B, it will be the another vector C vector which will be perpendicular to both A vector and B vector. So this represents its direction. So we can say the cross product of two vectors is always a vector. यह हमेशा vector होता है whose direction is given by the right hand thumb rule. So here A cross B is equal to AB sine theta. That means cross product is represented by sine theta here.